What's up, guys? I heard you want to stop wonder picking EVs and instead start adding some bling bling into your collection. So this bot is completely free. If you paid for it, you got ripped off. And there are two main features. One is the save for trade feature. This is actually super useful. You can get started right now. It's especially useful for free to play players or cheap to play. Is that a word? It basically allows you to search for particular rarity of certain sets. For example, a 4 diamond or a 3 diamond in, one of the later sets. And that way you can trade it to your main account without having to make any friends, because who's got any of those these days? So I'm going to show you the second feature and the primary feature of the bot, which is actually re-rolling for wonder picking. The basic steps in botting is to have the bot create new accounts and open the beginner mission packs, and then continue injecting those accounts and opening 2 packs per day until they get to 39, because after 40 packs, they will be eligible to show up on your wonder pick on your main account. Then, once you have those accounts at 40, you can start actually running them with your main, who will add friends. They will open packs and search for god packs. So you need to install Mumu Player 12 and Auto Hotkey version 1. You need to also install the pre-made Mumu instance that is from the Discord bot server. That should include the latest. And that's important because it will have all of the correct Mumu instance settings for you, and it will already have the Pokemon speed mod application installed. And that's important because the bot will use a 3x speed mod to speed everything up when botting. Then download and extract all of the Pokemon bot files into your main directory, like your C drive, and then run Pokemon Trading Card Game Bot Auto Hotkey file as an administrator. After importing the Mumu instance, you will need to rename it 1. And this will be your instance for your first bot instance. You'll later clone this instance and make duplicate copies and rename them things like main for your main account and 2, 3, 4 for your other instances. But we can do that step later. So start by going into your reroll settings. We're going to leave friend ID blank because you're not adding your main account until the bots are ready with enough 39 packs opened. For instances, let's leave it at 1 for now, just so you can test your settings. Start delay, you can leave for now. Columns doesn't matter for now. You don't want to run your main because we're only going to be making new bot accounts. For account name, so your bot accounts are going to be named like after like Pokemon names and stuff, which is in your username default text file in your bot folder. If you want, you can empty that out and instead input in an account name here. For example, if you want it to be called George, then you can put in George in your account name, and all of your bots will be George-1234 or George-5678, etc. You can leave your delay, wait time, and swipe speed the defaults for now. If you want to adjust those later based on your hardware, just check out the full settings description. And leave base game compatibility off if you have a current speed mod version of the game. However, I know that this guide might last a little while, and so if Pokemon has recently updated their app, then we might not have an updated speed mod version of that APK, in which case you would have to run it 1x speed using the official Pokemon app, and then you would need to turn on base game compatibility. But if you do have the speed mod version, then turn base game compatibility off. Now go next into your system settings. You want to make sure you're using scale 125. Your Windows monitor setting, your scale is set to 125 too. Otherwise, this will not work for you. It needs to be 125. We don't currently support scale 100 or any other scales right now. Set your OCR and your client to the language that you have set. You should auto open monitor, and you should also have status messages enabled. Auto open monitor will basically, if your bot crashes or your instance crashes, it will restart it without you having to do it yourself. And for status messages, it will show in the bottom of the instance kind of what it's trying to do, what it's looking for, kind of the bot actions. So go next into your pack settings. For method, you're going to want to leave it at 13 pack. This is to create new accounts, do the beginner tutorial, and also do the beginner missions and start opening packs. This is what you want to create enough accounts until you have enough per instance that you're going to start leveling them or open your 2 daily packs on them. So I recommend at least a couple hundred per instance. So if you're going to be running 4 instances, you're going to want to keep creating accounts until you have about 200 each, or ideally up to even 700 or 800 accounts each per instance. The other modes, inject, will basically load those accounts that you've already created and pull the 2 daily packs until those accounts get to 39 packs total opened, which will make them eligible for to be wonder picked so that it can start adding your main and you can do normal god pack hunting. Inject missions is the same as inject, but it will also do beginner missions if you didn't complete them on your initial accounts previously. And then inject for reroll will be used later once all of your accounts are at 39 packs or above, so that it can actually add your main account and pull packs and do god pack hunting. Save for trade is a feature where you can hunt for specific cards with the intention of trading them to your main later. This is not the same as the wonder pick method. It's kind of unrelated, but if you do want to try to find cards that you can trade to your main, you can use this setting. I highly recommend adding a Discord webhook and also heartbeat settings. For the Discord webhook, it's not going to be important until you're actually wonder pick god pack farming, but heartbeat is very critical because it will let you know remotely. It will send messages to a Discord server of your choosing, probably one that you just make that just you are in. It will send status updates to make sure that the bot is running smoothly, how many packs it's opening, if it's stuck, if it's offline, so that you can know to go and restart the bot without having to constantly check your actual computer. For download settings, you don't have to worry about the IDs and VIP IDs unless you're re-rolling in a group. These are advanced features. The showcase function is a little bit buggy right now, but what it basically does is will use the bots to add 5 likes to your main account's showcase or whatever IDs that you set in this text file per day or per time you run the bot. The feature is not super ready yet. It does work. I don't think it works on 13-pack new accounts. I think you need to wait to do normal wonder pick farming, but we're going to continuously improve this feature. So to get started, you need to first go to your Mumu multi-instance manager and start up instance 1. And you'll want to click through the basics like create a new account, accept the terms and conditions, and then download and install the patch, the latest patch. That way you can kind of do all of that on this first instance before cloning multiple instances later and before running the bot, because you need to have everything kind of installed before pressing go. Now that's basically it to start creating accounts and start botting that way. You can mess with how many instances you're running and see how many your computer can handle. Just keep in mind that it takes 2 CPU cores and 2 gigs of memory per Mumu instance. So you're going to run out of resources fast. Welcome to Arturo's Pokemon Trade.